Hello guys, it's White to move here, and White needs to draw this game. So you can see the knight is pinned, and also it's attacked by the rook. So what happens if White just plays this normal looking move like King G2, which is a blunder because White rook can capture the knight, King captures, and then Bishop B6, and the rook is pinned. So if King comes close to the rook, then this pawn is just getting promoted. Okay, so this will not work. So here, what if King plays to G1? Then comes Bishop E6. Now, if Rook check on H5, King to G6, Rook H2, and again Rook captures the knight, Rook captures the knight, and the same thing, A5, King F1, Bishop XF2, King XF2, and this pawn is just getting promoted, and White King can't reach there on time. So let's try something else. The only move left is King to G3. Now here, if Bishop B6, then comes Rook check, King G6, and Rook H2. Now if Rook captures the knight, Rook captures the Rook, and Bishop captures the Rook, and King captures the Bishop, and Black's pawn is not getting promoted in time because White's King is reaching there. So after King to G3, Bishop B6 will not work. So here, Black tries something else, which is Rook X F2. Now if King captures on F2, then Bishop B6, and again the same thing. White King can't reach there on time, and Black's pawn is getting promoted. So here, instead of White King capturing the Rook, White plays Rook to H5, check. King comes to G6, and then Rook to D5. Why? First check because Black's Bishop is coming here. So we needed something on G6 to fork the Bishop and the King. So that's why we checked the King first, and then we played Rook to D5. Now Bishop B6, Rook D6 check, King comes to F5, and Rook X B6. Now if Black pawn captures the Rook, then King captures the Rook, and it is a totally draw position. So here Black tries something sneaky, which is Rook captures on F3. Now the normal looking move, King captures on a Rook, converts to a winning position for Black because it is a position for Black and White is losing here. So instead of this, White should try something weird here, which is King to G2. Now if Black captures the Rook, which is the only move I guess, then White will capture the Rook, and it does look like the position we have already discussed, but here it's Black to move, and Black if moves anywhere, then King will just confront him and take the position, and it's a totally drawn position.